Hello YouTube, looks like we've got another high ELO ranked game here, with the teams being Taric, Misfortune, Elise, Ryze, Cho'Gath versus purple teams Jayce, Shen, Caitlyn, Teemo, and Nunu. So it looks like it's going to be Cho versus Shen in the jungle. At top lane, it's probably going to be Elise versus Teemo. Versus Jayce. At mid lane, it's going to be Ryze versus Teemo. And at bottom lane, it's going to be Misfortune and Taric versus Caitlyn and Nunu. So the only special things here on Summoner Spells is both the AD carries do have Cleanse, and that is probably a good idea since there are many stuns and binds on both teams. And without further ado, let's get this commentary underway. So while I am organizing my little list here so it's easier to compare, let's see what they're all buying. It looks like everybody's going relatively standard. Hunter's Machete pots for both the jungles, Boots pots for Elise. The Fairy Charm on Ryze with Ward and other... Oh my god, that is annoying, Elise. Stop that. Driving me crazy while I'm sitting here trying to talk. Spammer. Anyway, Teemo getting the Crystalline Flask, and it looks like we might see some sort of invade, or they think blue team is going to invade. Oh, maybe they're going to swing around behind. Please punish this Elise. She's spamming way too much. Run! Run! Oh, she did get repel first, but I think she's screwed. She does flash away. Oh, she's trying to bait them into fighting. Oh man, level 1 team fight going on here. Lots of damage going on the blue team, and Jayce does take a lot of damage, so everybody is probably going to back now. Congrats, Elise. Your tactic worked in baiting them into a fight, but you also did have to burn your flash. But Shen did also burn his flash. Ignite did. So, yeah. Elise will be Flash Igniteless, and Shen will be Flashless. That's the only summoner spells that were used. Looks like Cho is going to be starting Ryze. Ryze Red? Interesting. Cho is one of the few people that I feel like I can jungle comfortably, just because he's a very... I'm not a particularly good jungler, and but he's a very safe jungler just because of his sustain is fairly good, and he provides a lot of CC, and he can actually do quite a bit of damage, and is very versatile in the jungle. But I've never seen a jungler go Wolves Wraith's Red. I guess it's probably a faster clear time. I'm just wondering if he has trouble with mana since he did go with Rupture first. Anyway, looks like we might see a gank go down at top lane here with the Shen and the Teemo. Sorry, I mentioned it wrong. It looks like there's the repel, and she does manage to repel to the Shen, missing the taunt there from Shen, and she gets away. Bottom lane, not too much is going on here. It looks like they did send Jayce at bottom, so sorry about that. I figured Jayce would go top, but it looks like they wanted to set Ryze against the AD. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. We'll see what happens. Usually the AD beats the AP carry, but the problem is I'm not sure if that's true versus Ryze, because Ryze has quite a bit of range, and he's got a lockup, and that removes a lot of the effectiveness. Looks like Taric did do a stun there, and Caitlyn did have to cleanse out of it, but a lot of damage there going down on the Taric, enough to force him back, and not much damage there going down on the Caitlyn. Just Ryze's ability to prevent the Jayce from moving and repositioning after he lands a Shock Blast makes it so I don't think it's nearly as effective as a Pantheon or a Talon mid versus Ryze. Especially with him spamming this much. Does he have mana potions? Oh, he's got mana potions up the yin yang. So he can spam quite a bit. As far as farm goes, Jayce is a little ahead of purple team is in general just farming better than blue, but here comes a gank doing quite a bit of damage here on the Jayce, and they might be able to pick him up. We'll see if he can escape here with his increased movement speed, but Cho does land the Rupture, and down he goes. First blood goes to that Ryze. A lot of damage going down here on the Ryze with the Shen taunt, but we'll see if Cho can get another kill here before he goes down. Don't think it's going to happen. Unfortunately not. So the advantage sinks a little bit further in purple team's favor. Even though Ryze did get first blood, he is down creeps, and so is the Elise. So we might see Elise try and jump and kill this Teemo. And there's the blind. A lot of damage going down there with her her Q and other abilities, making him flash, but she does repel to him. A lot of damage going down. She doesn't have Ignite up yet, so I don't think she's going to be able to pick up the kill, and Teemo is going to get away. That there itself was the relevance of that team fight, and that is why summoner spells are so important. So important. Her early mistakes there just cost her a kill, and that is unfortunate. Anyway, blue team getting pushed back very hard, and it looks like Cho wants to gank here, but it's pretty dangerous with both of them being so low. It's not a good idea, especially with Caitlyn's range and the mobility with Nunu's Blood Boil. Anyway, commentating on the fact that she did use that Ignite at that early team fight, it's just, yeah. That's the problem with using Ignite at level 1. It really doesn't do much. Like, it doesn't do much at all. One health pod can actually almost heal out of it, since it does scale on levels. At level 1, it's only a little bit. Oh, lol. We get to watch an ice ball fly across the screen. Amusing. Anyway, purple team is going to go back here. Blue team just went back. It looks like MF bought a Vamp Scepter, and Taric didn't quite have enough to finish that Fellow Stone, but did get all the components for it. Did manage to buy quite a few wards, though, so he can ward up a storm. And as far as farm, nobody is going too crazy out of control, except Jayce is out farming the Ryze. Ryze does have a little trouble farming at early game, or at least the few times that I've played him. I have found that he has a little bit of trouble, just because his attack animation is a little strange, and if he spams his abilities too much, he runs out of mana until he gets that tier. He does have that tier now, so he should be able to spam quite a bit more. And he actually wants to spam, so he builds up those tier stacks as fast as possible. But looks like we're going to see a gank here from the Shen, but it's not going to do much because she does have that warded. He does taunt away just to make it a little bit faster. Nunu getting caught a little bit out of position. Let's see if the Taric stun goes down. He does manage to dodge that rupture, and there is the stun, but it looks like purple team is going to get away just fine. Taric is absolutely one of my favorite supports. I didn't play him very much until very recently, and then I realized how good he is. His W, what is that, Shatter, is an amazing ability. Holy cow, is that ability good. Like, all of his abilities are good. A lot of damage there going on the Teemo, and he is going to go down here. Most likely, yep, there's the Q for the kill. And Teemo just getting outplayed there. Putting too much faith in his movement speed and forgetting the fact that she has the ability to repel from quite a long distance to catch up to him. Looks like Taric was a little afraid that MF was going to get caught. But as far as minions go, Jayce is the only one that is out farming pretty significantly. Taric Warden right now. Nunu is aware of that ward, and he looks like he did pink ward this bush to prevent them from dropping too many wards. So, got all quiet all of a sudden after Elise, and Elise got that kill on Teemo. And looks like, yeah, pretty quiet. Oh, and there's a gank, but she does miss the stun because he did flash away. Very good job there on Jayce's part, realizing how much danger he was in, managing to burn Elise's flash there. And but a lot of damage is probably going to go down on this mid lane, and it looks like Teemo is at bottom lane. And purple, is blue team aware of this? They are, because of that ward. So looks like he's just going to push this out a little bit here, see what happens, try and get a kill. And they are doing quite a bit of damage to this Caitlyn, and there's the blinding arrow on the Taric, and they're doing a lot of damage to him, but he's going to be able to escape here just fine. Unless they dive right now. Looks like they're going to try and go for Dragon. Blue team is going to be aware of this. Shen is a little out of position to be able to help, and so is Cho, though. This is dangerous. This is really, really dangerous. Taric is low. Yoy. Shen does ult. Oh, man. This is bad. Purple team could get shredded here. MF is 6 and does have her ult up. All it takes is for one big ult from her. Ryze does land the bind. A lot of damage going on the Teemo. He does go down. She does land a double up there, doing damage to the Nunu. And nice little damage and stun there on the Shen to bring him down. There's a nice Q there from what's his name? Jeez, Jayce. Forgot his name for a moment. But blue team does manage to take the dragon, bring in the gold about even. Teemo doing quite a bit of damage there with his shrooms already. It was really dangerous on purple's team's part. They should have realized it was warded. Falling, yeah, they shouldn't have forced that engage. Not only did they lose 2 people, they also lost a dragon out of it, putting them at almost a K behind. And where is all that gold? Looks like it's mostly on the Elise and the MF, which is where you want it to be. Even though Ryze, it would have been nice to have Ryze a little bit more gold, but it looks like those assists did bring him back a little bit because he is like 40 creeps down behind Jayce, but that's not necessarily a bad thing there when you're getting kills and assists. Jayce trying to poke at this Ryze, but he's unable to do so. Lots of ping going down here. I think Teemo is afraid of this Elise now. She's just throwing out skill shots because she does have double buff right now, so she can spam like crazy. Teemo spamming really hard. Stop that, Teemo. You're annoying. What's up with people spamming this game? It's driving me crazy. All the pings, spamming laugh or dance, whatever. Anyway, looks like Shen is going to come around from behind here, try and get a gank on this Elise. Might be very effective. She does manage to do quite a bit of damage. Is going to take out the Teemo, and she should be able to escape here. Holy crap. That was well played on her part. Teemo putting too much faith there in the Shen's ability to control her, but she did land a very good repel. Nice stun going there down on the Caitlyn. Taric managing to land a shatter. Beautiful Nunu ult here but an MF ult also goes down, forcing that Nunu back, but the Caitlyn does manage to get the Taric down, but the MF manages to flash and get the kill with the cleanse there on the Nunu. Caitlyn is going to be forced back here, otherwise she's just going to die. Run, Caitlyn, run. Okay. Blue should be able to do quite a bit of damage here to this turret, and purple, blue is also doing quite a bit of damage to this top turret. And that is why that dragon engage was so bad. So bad. It's because now blue team has the chance to spiral out of control. And the other scary thing is, sure, Ryze is pretty weak at early game and pretty susceptible to poke and punishment, but he is a very strong carry at endgame. Just because the fact that he can spam so much provides utility and usually is quite tanky, especially when he builds Frozen Heart or for Will of the Ancients or any of those items. And it looks like he's just going the standard build right now, tier into probably Aroa, but we'll see if that changes anytime soon. Jayce does look like he is, oh my gosh, I can't talk, blah blah blah. Jayce is going to go top here and try and do something with the Elise, but they are aware that looks like she does throw out a stun there just in case, but Jayce deciding that, oh, it's futile, he's going to go down back to mid lane. Sorry about that. Apparently I can't talk very much this game. Blue team at bottom is pushing out pretty hard, and this Jayce is starting to get really well farmed. He did manage to bring it back to a 200 gold advantage there in his favor. Doing a good job of farming the jungle. We'll see if he can carry his team to greatness here. Just because I think he's got some of the most significant gold leads of everyone, even though Elise is comparable. She is slightly ahead. Teemo trying to push out here again, but he's got to be careful. Elise has a lot of mobility, and she has a lot of damage with that Haunting Guise, and it looks like she's going to be building a Ryze here. Trying to repel. Let's see if she can land the stun. Looks like he's going to kite back. This is not... Oh. What are you doing, Teemo? You're just going to die. Teemo. What are you doing? We're going to watch this run around here. And he does manage to flash. Her repel is down for another few seconds. It looks like 5 to be exact. So he is going to get away. That was odd. I don't think he needed to flash there. When she repelled earlier, I think he could have just ran away. Ran away. Anyway, sorry about the yawn. Looks like bottom lane blue is still trying to push fairly hard. MF is slightly ahead, but she does have that BF sword already, just from those kills. So scratch that. She is significantly ahead, almost 1,000 gold ahead of this Caitlyn because of those 2 kills. Shen is farming slightly better in the jungle, bringing him a 400 ahead of that Cho'Gath. Looks like purple wants to do something tricky here. Teemo. Think he's gonna wait there and hope that blue dives this purple. But Caitlyn's got quite a bit of sustain, so I don't expect that's gonna happen, especially with Nunu. And here comes Teemo and them. They do manage to land a snowball on the Taric, and he's gonna take quite a bit of damage. Manages to stun the Nunu, but big MF ult going down. But they do manage to pick up the Taric nonetheless. And it shouldn't do much for Caitlyn because she does have that Vamp Scepter already, so she should be able to sustain. But it looks like she's going to go back. Blue team is going to pick up the top turret here. Teemo ganks too strong. Okay. But he is missing out on a lot of farm. A lot of farm and levels. So I think they are overestimating the effectiveness of his ganks. Just because he doesn't have teleport. Death of a support for top tower and lack of experience for purple team. Okay. Dragon is back up, so we might see another fight here. Hopefully purple doesn't engage something they shouldn't. Elise trying to do something tricksy here, but she is going to get caught out of position. And I don't think she's going to go down. A lot of damage is going to go down. Ryze manages to flash over the wall, binding the Shen. Knight does go down on the Shen, and Elise does repel to the Shen, doing a lot of damage. And Jayce is going to go down as well, but I think Elise is going to go down to Ignite. Oh, it's close, but hopefully she can run away. Cho managing to not save her, but head her off, and the lack of vision prevents that Caitlyn from dropping her ult on her. Good job there by Elise. They're doing a nice dive. Teemo here, not in the right place at the right time. Might have been able to do a little bit of something if he had realized that Elise and Ryze were going to do something tricksy like that by taking people out at the race and then tower diving. Uh-oh, a lot of damage is probably going to go down on the MF, but she is fairly well farmed, so a lot of damage did go down on that Nunu in response to that trap and snowball. And Caitlyn does have that BF sword now, but MF does have a Bloodthirster and a Brutalizer, so she should be shredding it up. What does Nunu have for items? He didn't even go for like the quick emblem of valor. Oh man, before the stealth goes on, Elise manages to repel to this Teemo, and Teemo is probably going to go down yet again. I don't think he can get away. He is certainly going to try. Takes a tower hit, and we've got a Teemo on the run. Oh, is he going to go for the execute? She's got repel back up here very shortly. Oh, and he gets the execute! That's hilarious. Anyway, nonetheless, blue team does have a big advantage now with 2 turrets and a dragon up over the purple team, and not to mention the 4 kills. Make that 3 turrets here with the single auto attack from the Ryze to ensure it. Nunu does flash there to try and catch up to this MF. She does cleanse it, but there's the exhaust. Nice ult going down. Both of these 2 people are going to go down. We'll see if they'll be able to pick up anybody else. Nope. Cho does come in from behind, but he's in a lot of trouble. There is a Ryze as well. Let's see if Cho can tank him for long enough for this Ryze to do something. A lot of damage going down there on the Caitlyn. Shen trying to alter. Big taunt there from Shen. And there's another bind. Shen is going to take a lot of damage, and with this turret down, they are going to keep chasing. Chase, 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 but he does have that Shadow Dash, so I wouldn't be surprised if he Shadow Dashes back over that wall, but he does get away there with the help of that Jayce acceleration gate. Nice little team fight down there. Purple team managed to pick up 2 kills there for the blue team's 1, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough because this Elise, she is pretty fed right now. She has 6.5k gold almost, while the closest person for blue team is 5.3 on Caitlyn and Jayce. Looks like the bot lane is going to give MF red here. And there's Ryze with the Roa and the Sork boots, so pretty good for him. Taric does have that Ruby Sightstone with the Aegis of Legion on Cho'Gath. So it looks like blue team has a really solid start here, getting quite a few aura items already this soon. And Elise, looks like Elise is actually going tanky. She She looks like she's going to get a Sunfire here. I actually like that combination. You get Sunfire, Abyssal Scepter, Liandry's, but I think she might be in trouble here because she's not going to be able to bind to repel out of there. Lol. How did... Oh, nice little stun goes down. She is doing quite a bit of poke, but she is going to go down here. There's no way she's getting away. And there is the Teemo dart for the kill, giving a lot of gold to that Teemo. But while that was all going on, blue team did manage to pick up the dragon. And it looks like they're going to try and swing. Trap does reveal the MF. And Nunu just standing there like a boss. I don't know what's going on there, but down he goes. Odd. And blue team might be able to get... Blue team is probably going to be able to get this turret here. They might run before Jayce comes. Nice Taric stun goes down there. Let's see if they can pick up this Caitlyn. Are they going to dive? Nice rupture, and MF does pick up the kill. Shen caught out of position. There's a nice bind. Let's see if he shadow dashes over the wall, and he does. Teemo is going to probably be able to pick up this top turret in response, but blue team does have a strong push going down here at bottom lane. They might be able to even get this base turret down. I don't think they'll be able to get an inhib, but they should be able to get this turret down. And this is going to be bad news bears, because this opens up for Baron very easily, especially if they get this inhib down. I don't think they're going to be able to, but a lot of damage here going down on the Shen with the Ignite. He does have to flash away, and he should be able to get away, but this turret might go down. Turret? By turret, I mean inhibitor. Thanks for that correction there, comment section. Purple. Spamming those pings again. I assume that's Teemo because he likes to spam the pings. Looks like they're going to take blue, dropping a ward there to prevent anybody from coming on them unawares. And Elise is still pushing top. This turret is still at roughly 90%, so don't think she'll be able to take it, but she might be able to do a little bit of damage here. Looks like blue team wants to do something tricksy here with the Jayce, but he's a little bit hard to gank. With the acceleration gate down, he might be able to. He might not be able to escape. Ryze able to chase him pretty fast here. Does he have boots of mobility? Why is he moving so fast? Maybe just his movement speed quints. Looks like Jayce is deciding to juke it out here. Duke it out, not juke it out. Duke it out with the Cho'Gath, doing quite a bit of damage and that ignite. And now Cho needs to run. Let's see if he can land the blind shock pulse. Oh god, Cho, run! Run! Whew, that was close. Ryze manages to pick up the Jayce there while he was chased. It was pretty hilarious. And MF picks up the Nunu. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a surrender here soon, just because that turret, their base is cracked open right now, and then Hib is very susceptible. MF gets another kill there with purple team pushing out a little bit too far. This middle and Hib turret is probably going to go down here. And Elise is probably going to be able to take out the Teemo here once again. He is trying to back here. But here she comes. Beware, beware the Ides of March. I don't know what I'm trying to go with there. But Teemo going to do a little bit of damage to her, but down he goes. But yeah, when I was messing around with Elise, she's one of those champs I kind of like, but never really played that much. I really like the Sunfire, Liandry's, Abyssal Scepter, and then like a Wit's End or something. I found it very interesting. Whoa, a little bit of lag there. Sorry about that. Jayce managing to poke a little bit here. I don't know why all of a sudden it's getting a little choppy. But looks like purple team isn't giving up on their hopes yet. And this turret's going to take a little bit of damage, but Caitlyn is going to farm it back. Let's see what everybody's building. Caitlyn going with a quick Bloodthirster into the IE probably, unless it's a Last Whisper. Could be Last Whisper. Not quite sure what's going on with that. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Baron fight here very shortly. Purple team does think blue is Baroning. Or at least Teemo or somebody does. And they don't have CV or wards. Nunu's probably going to drop a ward over the wall. And Baron is not being undergone by the blue team. Fun fact, I make up words when I don't know what to say. It's a hobby of mine. Purple team dropping some wards. Looks like they are going to clear... Not purple. Blue team dropping some wards. Looks like they're going to be able to clear this purple team's ward here. And that's going to be pretty huge. Their gold advantage is a little over 6k in their favor. And looks like Caitlyn did get that quick Last Whisper. And it looks like blue team is going to get this turret. We'll see if they decide to switch to Baron right after this, or if they just decide to try and force the engage here by pushing. Cho does have that bulwark already, so he is providing quite a bit of utility for his team, and Taric, it looks like he almost has that Reverie. Looks like that's what he's going for as a quick item. Looks like they're going to just keep trying to push on this mid turret. Purple team dropping an obscene amount of wards there. What's going on? Why is there so many wards there? Weird. Oh, he's dropping his sightstone. But they are going to get this turret and the inhib. No real team fight there. Just poke enough to force the purple team back. And this inhib's going to go down. And if I was blue team, I would just back out of this. Even though here comes the Shen initiate out of position. Ryze manages to bind him, doing a lot of damage. Elise tries to repel to the Teemo, but he manages to dash away. And now blue team should disengage from this. Unless Ryze can do another burst on this Teemo. Teemo forced to flash away. MF ult goes down, but not quite enough. Chode goes down because he thought he might be able to do a little bit more there. But gets picked off by the Caitlyn. And now blue team will retreat, farm up these lanes that are pushed back against them, and probably try and do Dragon here, which should be up very shortly. Not quite sure when it's going to be up. Should be up at, what, 25:39? Oh, look at that. Up already, derp. Well, I'm sitting here staring at the chat. Dragon spawns. Anyway, surrender vote did fail for purple. This gold advantage is starting to get staggeringly bad. Staggeringly advantaged in blue team's favor. And looks like they're just going to farm it up, go back, and get a few items, and then I wouldn't be surprised if we see blue team go for Baron and then push for the win. But maybe they'll do some sort of backdoor trick. Maybe Elise will go in and try and take out this inhib real quick. Elise actually has pretty good capability of backdooring, just because her ultimate provides quite a bit of bonus magic damage per auto attack. And if she gets in with the attack speed of her W, because her W does what, like 120%? That's her Q. 140% attack speed, so that gives her quite a capability. Teemo's stealth there. He is afraid. Teemo. Elise is just going to push this out. And now Teemo should run away. Well, that's amusing. Blue team drops another pink ward on the Baron. And it looks like we might see a Baron fight here. Blue team pinging Baron. They definitely want to do it. Elise pushing this turret, making it seem like she is just going to go for the turret. She might even be able to pick it up here. Doesn't want her spiderlings to die. And now she's using her W in spider form to do a lot of damage to this turret. Manages to pick it up. Jay's trying to poke her a little bit there. Taking a little bit of damage there from the Teemo shrooms, and still she's kind of pushing it. And now she might fall back? I don't know, but the rest of the blue team is going to do this Baron, and this is probably going to be the game-breaking, this is probably going to be the game-breaker here. With blue team getting Baron uncontested, it's just going to be bad news bears here for the purple team. And there's the Baron buff. Stop baiting, you Elise. You're annoying. Shen just wants him to end it and report this Teemo. What is Teemo building, by the way? He's going a hybrid, it looks like. Gonna go for Leandry's Malady, Magic Pen. And, what builds off Amplifying Tone and Null Magic? Oh, he got the Null Magic to counter the Elise. Shen ult going down there on the Teemo, who is just kind of sitting there stealth. And there goes the damage, trying to focus down this Taric. A lot of damage going down, and he will go down to the Ignite. But Ryze manages to pick up Teemo in response and doing a lot of damage to that Nunu. Probably going to force him back. Nunu dropping wards like crazy again. I don't know why. And the second inhib goes down. Let's see if they swing for that third inhib real quick. That's what I would do, just to ensure it. But maybe they'll just push for the win. E sucks a lot of balls. Who are they talking about? Anyway, third inhib is going down. And even if they don't push for the win right now, this is probably going to be game. Especially if they take down these two turrets. But if... Elise baiting the Nunu ult. And now they're just trolling fighting. And that's going to be game regardless, because I don't think purple team can defend with the six super minions per wave, but it looks like they just decided to end it there with MF. So, was kind of a fun game, little one-sided for my taste, but I found it amusing at times. Sorry for the yawn and the post-game stretch there. Shout out to Northern Lion for inventing the post-game stretch. Anyway, thanks for watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. I had fun. And I hope you did too. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video.